Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's move toward video. Every night at exactly 8 p.m., a soft knock on my door would pull me out of my thoughts. And every night I would open it to find Sarah standing there, her books in one hand, a warm yet tired smile on her face. "Hey," she greeted as always, stepping inside. Sarah, my 20-year-old neighbor, had been coming to my house for tuition for the past 3 months. At first, it was just a simple arrangement: help her with her studies, explain what she didn't understand, and send her home. But lately, things had changed. I found myself anticipating her arrival, listening for her footsteps, watching the clock as the minutes ticked down to 8 p.m. "Today's topic is physics," she said, settling down at the table. I swear, if Newton were alive, I'd ask him why he made life so hard for students. I chuckled. "Gravity isn't that bad." She rolled her eyes, flipping open her notebook. "Easy for you to say, Mr. Genius." I smiled and started explaining the concepts, but my mind wasn't entirely on the equations. It was on her, the way she twirled her pen between her fingers when she was thinking, the way she bit her lip when she was confused. "You're staring," she said suddenly, looking up with a smirk. I quickly looked away. "No, I'm not," she laughed. "You totally were. What is it? Do I have something on my face?" "No," I said, shaking my head. "Just making sure you're following along." She narrowed her eyes playfully. Sure." Our sessions continued like that, light-hearted, comfortable. But with every passing day, I realized something. I liked her. Not just as a student, not just as a neighbor, but as someone I wanted to be around, someone I wanted to know beyond textbooks and lectures. But did she feel the same? I didn't have the courage to ask. So I kept my feelings hidden, hoping that maybe, just maybe, one day I'd find the right moment. Weeks passed, and our tutoring sessions became more than just about studies. We talked about life, about dreams. One evening, after a long session of solving calculus problems, she sighed and leaned back in her chair. "Enough for today. My brain is officially fried." I smiled. "That bad?" "Worse," she groaned. "Why can't math just disappear?" I chuckled. "Because the world would fall apart without it." She waved a dismissive hand. "Details." Then, after a moment of silence, she asked, "What about you? What do you want to do?" I hesitated. I want to teach. Maybe full-time or travel." She nodded. "You're good at explaining things. You'd make a great teacher." "Thanks," I said. "And you?" She sighed. "I don't know yet, but I want to do something that makes me happy." "You'll figure it out," I assured her. She looked at me, her eyes thoughtful. "You're always so sure of things." "Not always," I admitted. "Like what?" she asked, leaning forward slightly. I hesitated. Should I tell her? Should I say that the one thing I wasn't sure about was her? Before I could answer, she said something that caught me off guard. "Can I ask you something?" "Of course." "Do you like me?" My heart stopped. I opened my mouth, but no words came out. She smiled softly. "Because I think I like you." I felt my breath catch. "You do?" She nodded. "I don't know when it happened, but I feel it, and I think you do too." I swallowed, my pulse racing. "I do." A small smile spread across her lips. "Good." For a long moment, we just looked at each other, something unspoken passing between us. Then she stood up. "It's late," she said, picking up her books. "I should go." I nodded, walking her to the door. As she stepped outside, she turned back. "See you tomorrow?" "Always," I said. And just like that, everything changed. After that night, our tutoring sessions felt different. The unspoken tension, the lingering glances, everything had shifted. We didn't rush into anything. Instead, we took our time, letting things unfold naturally. One evening, while we were studying, Sarah suddenly closed her book. "Let's take a break," I raised an eyebrow. "You never want a break." She grinned. "Yeah, but today I do." We went to the rooftop, where the sky was painted in hues of orange and pink. She sat beside me, hugging her knees. "This is nice," she murmured. I nodded. "Yeah, After a moment, she spoke again. I was scared. Scared of what? Of telling you how I felt, she admitted. What if you didn't feel the same? I smiled. I was scared too. She turned to me. But we don't have to be scared anymore, right? No, I said softly. We don't. She reached for my hand, intertwining her fingers with mine. And in that moment, under the fading light of the evening, I knew this wasn't just about tutoring anymore. This was the start of something real. Something that neither of us had planned, but something that we both wanted, and that was enough. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Don't forget to click the notification bell icon to stay notified.